Hello students, welcome to Siddhapur Mathematics Academy. So in the last class I explained two derivations of a straight line. In the today's class I will explain one more important derivation, that is a normal form. See, before derivation, see what is given? Normal form. Suppose the non-vertical line is known to us with the following data. That is, first one, the length of the perpendicular from the origin to the line is given, and angle which normal makes with the positive direction of x-axis. See, according to the given statement, this is y-axis, this is x-axis. Now this is the line. It cuts x-axis at A and y-axis at B. Now this is a perpendicular. See, length of the perpendicular from the origin to the line, and angle which normal makes with the positive direction of x-axis. This is the line, this is the normal which makes with the positive direction. Let us take this as the omega. See, the meaning of this is equation of a straight line for which the length of the perpendicular from the origin, is P, and omega is the inclination of the perpendicular. This is the perpendicular, inclination of the perpendicular to the x-axis. And the figure is, according to the statement, the figure is like this. See, let the line cuts x-axis at A, and y-axis at B. That is, OA is x-intercept and OB is y-intercept. And the length of the perpendicular, according to the statement only we wrote, the length of the perpendicular from the origin to the line is P. This distance we are taking as a P. And this is a perpendicular. See, the angle XOP is omega, and this is perpendicular. This is 90 degree. See, this y-axis and x-axis is also 90 degree. If this is omega, means this is 90 minus omega, and this is perpendicular, that means 90. This is 90, this is 90 minus omega. Then what about this angle? This angle is omega, because when you add all the three, your answer will be 180. 90 minus omega plus 90 plus omega. See, is it 180 or what? Now write down what is given. And for our convenience, better you take n, because P is already there in the problem. Let us write on this as a n. Draw ON perpendicular to the line AB. Draw ON perpendicular to the line AB. Then what is ON? This is n. ON is equal to P. Angle XON, you can mark like this also. XON is equal to omega. This is omega, and this is perpendicular, means this is 90 degree, and this is 90 minus omega. Angle NOB is 90 minus omega. Therefore, angle BON is equal to omega. BON. Now I am writing from this triangle. In triangle NOA, and for your convenience I will draw that figure. This is 90 degree. This is N. This is O. This is A. This is omega. This is omega. This is 90 degree, means exactly opposite is hypotenuse, and opposite of omega, this is opposite, this is adjacent. How you define cos omega? Cos omega is adjacent upon hypotenuse, ON upon OA. And you are familiar with ON, or you can write just interchange. OA is equal to ON upon cos omega. That is, OA is equal to, what is ON value? ON we are taking as a P. P upon cos omega. For your convenient, I wrote side the triangle. Now from the triangle BON, from the triangle BON, see this is omega. How you define sine omega? Sine is opposite upon hypotenuse. Exactly opposite of this angle is ON. And opposite upon, this is 90 degree. Its opposite is OB. ON upon OB. This implies OB is equal to ON upon sine omega. ON already we are familiar. It is P upon sine omega. Now you are familiar with the intercept. You know the intercept OA and OB. If you are familiar with intercept, then how you write the equation of the line? Intercept form. You tell me the intercept form. And remember these values, OA and OB. Remember these values. Write down. Since OA and OB are X and Y intercepts of the line. Correct or not? OA and OB. Since OA and OB are X and Y intercepts. Y intercepts of the line. Therefore, equation of the line, intercept form we have to write. Equation of the line, that is intercept form. We are using that. So here OA is the X intercept, OB is the Y intercept. X upon X intercept plus Y upon Y intercept is equal to 1. That is, what is X value? X as it is, sorry, OA P upon cos omega plus Y P upon sin omega is equal to 1. That's why I kept this on the board as it is. Now the fraction is present in the denominator. If the fraction is present in the denominator, then how you write? It will be written as X into cos omega upon P plus Y into sin omega upon P is equal to 1. Take the LCM and cross multiply. X into cos omega plus Y into sin omega is equal to P. This is the normal form of the equation of the straight line, where P is the length of the perpendicular from the origin to the line and omega is the angle where the perpendicular make with the, it is the inclination of the perpendicular with the x-axis. See, is the sum derivation is simple or what? Now I am giving you the example related with this formula. See the question related with that formula. Find the equation of the line whose perpendicular distance from the origin is 4 units. That means what is given? P is equal to 4 units. And the angle which the normal makes with the positive direction of x-axis is 15 degree. And omega is 15 degree. See in this figure, this is the perpendicular distance. This P is given and this is omega. This is origin, this is AB, x-axis and y-axis. Required equation of the line is x into cos omega plus y into sin omega is equal to P. x into cos 15 degree plus y into sin 15 degree is equal to p is 4. X into cos 15 degree is root 3 plus 1 upon 2 root 2 plus y sin 15 degree is root 3 minus 1 upon 2 root 2 is equal to 4. Take the LCM and simplify. It is x into root 3 plus 1. Both have a same denominator 2 root 2 plus y into root 3 minus 1 upon 2 root 2 is equal to 4. Now cross multiply, you will get the answer. Just take the denominator on that side. That is x into root 3 plus 1 plus y into root 3 minus 1. When you multiply these two, it is 8 root 2. So this is the required answer. Moving to the next example. See, moving to the next question. The Fahrenheit temperature F and absolute temperature K satisfy the linear equation given that K is equal to 273 when F is 32 and that K is equal to 373 when F is 212. Express K in terms of F and find the value of F when K is equal to 0. Here I will explain two methods. First, taking F along x-axis and K along y-axis. We have 2 points. Write down F and K value, that is 32, 273 and 212, 373. See, K and F, 2 values. In the xy plane, in 2 dimension we are taking. In the xy plane. Now we have a 2 points, means by 2 point formula, F and K satisfies the equation. First I will write the formula. This is x1 y1, this is x2 y2 and this is x and y. First I will write the original formula. Y minus y1 upon x minus x1 is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Just substitute that values. For your information, I wrote all the below all that values. Now write down that values. Just to substitute y minus y1, that is K minus 273 upon F minus 32 is equal to 373 minus 273 divided by 212 minus 32. Simplify this. K minus 273 upon F minus 32 as it is. This is 100 upon 180. Now simplify this. K minus 273 is equal to 100 upon 180. They get cancels. 5 upon 9 in the bracket F minus 32. We have to express K in terms of F. Then how you will write? K is equal to 5 upon 9 F minus 32 plus 273, which is the required relation in terms of F. K in terms of F, which is the required relation And last one more value we have to find. When k is equal to 0, equation 1 becomes this value will be 0 is equal to 5 upon 9 f minus 32 plus 273, and take 273 on this side. Minus 273 is equal to 5 upon 9 f minus 32, or f minus 32 is equal to, taking 5 by 9 on that side, minus 273 into 9 upon 5. And when simplification, it is minus is there, division 491.4, that is f minus 32. Then what is f? F is equal to minus 491.4 plus 32. One is minus, one is plus. We have to go for subtraction. Minus 459.4. This is f value, and this is the required answer. And I will give one more alternate method for the same problem. See the alternate form for the same problem. See, already we are familiar. The simplest form of a linear equation is what? Y is equal to mx plus c. Right on? Or we know that the simplest form of the equation of the line is y is equal to mx plus c, taking f along x-axis and k along y-axis. So let us take f along x-axis and k along y-axis. Then how you write the equation? Therefore, the equation will be written as, the linear equation is written as k is equal to m into f plus c. Equation 1. Equation 1 satisfies by the first point, 32, 273. That means we have to write down this value. And another one is 212, 373. Write down these values in equation 1 and 2 simultaneously. When you write the first one, 273, this is x and this is y. That means this is f, this is k, is equal to 32 into m plus c, equation 2. And write on the next. 373 is equal to 212 into m plus c. Solve this simultaneous equation. Solving 2 and 3, they are just like a simultaneous equation. We get m is equal to 5 upon 9 and c is equal to 2297 divided by 9. Now write down these values in equation 1. By substituting these values in equation 1. Equation 1 is a standard form of a linear equation. By substituting in equation 1. So equation 1 already you are familiar. K is equal to 5 by 9F plus 2297 divided by 9. And this is a required relation, which is required relation. And one condition is given. What is that condition? When K is equal to 0. When K is equal to 0, write down in this equation, we get F is equal to minus 459.4. Understood? If you are thorough in all the derivations, so easily you can write this alternate method also. Otherwise, you can write the previous. So in the next class, I will start with the NCERT exam exercise 10.1.